Hello, dear beloveds. Welcome to this Twinflame energy check-in. We're here to find out what is happening in the collective, what is going on with the masculines, with the feminines, and what is guidance that is wanted to come across for all of us at this point of time. So, I'm here to first pull out the cards for the feminine collective. I feel like I need to draw out the answers for the feminines first. For the feminine collective. हेलो नाम जी, आप दूसरे आईडी से ज्वाइन इन कर रहे हैं 777. Okay, what is happening with the masculines? What are the masculines are today? masculines की तरफ से बहुत ही एक प्रोटेक्टिव एनर्जी, बहुत ही एक सपोर्टिव एनर्जी फील हो रही है मुझे फ्रॉम द एंटायर कलेक्टिव. दे रियली फील लाइक दे वांट टू कीप दिस फेमिनिन सेफ. Now this might be in two ways. The masculine might want to come across and show their support in person through communication or through their actions, or if there is no communication taking place, so masculines might be feeling like being protective of their feminine energetically. You might be sensing that today from your masculine. Also have the Seven of Wands. So there is still some deceptive energy around the masculines. This might be people around the masculine, or more so, what is this Seven of Wands? What is the Seven of Wands for the masculine collective? What is the Seven of Wands for the masculines? I have Two of Swords, Warrior of Cups, meaning this is the Knight of Cups, and then the Mystic. So I definitely feel like this is lying, cheating, deception on the masculine's end as well. Okay, ये उन्हीं की energy है जो मुझे feel हो रही है masculines की. Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, why am I confusing? Seven of Wands is an energy of staying ahead of their game. Okay, why did I say lying, cheating, deception? Probably that is also going on. They might be wanting to get information about the feminine, wanting to know what is happening with her, trying to get more details out, either directly from the feminine or from the various different places where they can gain access to information. Or this might be people who have been around the feminine or who are in touch with the feminine. They want to know more about the feminines today, and that is a part of them feeling very protective with the feminine. So with the Seven of Wands, I feel like masculines जो हैं आज they are emerging victorious, like they are choosing better for themselves, and I feel like this will help them in the longer run. It's like I feel even in this card you can see she's holding a shield and a wand that is sharp at both ends. So it's like ready to go to war, ready to protect, ready to fight for what is right, for this love, for this beautiful connection that they share with the feminine. All of these purple flowers remind me of masculines recollecting their divine rights with regards to this connection. Okay, so when we remember our own divine rights, we come into our own power of essence. You know, we then all of that fear, जो भी डर होता है, खौफ होता है, वो सब चला जाता है, because you know that you are soul and soul can never be destroyed. Nobody can ever touch your soul. Yes, material aspects can be taken away from you. People can take away happy Gauri Ganesh Chaturthi to you too, dear. And people can take away many things from you, but they cannot take the essence of who you are away. They cannot touch that. That cannot be touched. And once we come into that knowing of self, once we come into that truth, we step into a different kind of a courage within ourselves, and that is what I feel like masculines are coming into today with this beautiful Seven of Wands. It's like they are ready to go the mile. I feel like they recognize how powerful and how beautifully pure this connection is, and they are ready to fight. Like they are ready to face anybody who comes in the way of this connection, of on their way to their feminine. They are ready to face anybody. Hi, Lisha. And for the feminines, I have King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Chariot. Right. So bottom of the deck for the feminines is the Emperor. Right. So today you might be experiencing your person's energy around you very strongly. Might be so that I feel like feminines are engaged in their own work, but then all of a sudden they're feeling like their person's energy comes across. They're feeling like energetically present, or you start thinking about them, or you start seeing a sign of their name or something that is coming up very strongly today, because your masculine is looking out for you. He wants to come forward and know how you're doing. Tell me how you're doing, let me know how you're doing. I really worry about you, and I'm really there for you, even though you might feel that I am not, but I am really there with you at all times, with the King of Pentacles energy. And this has also come up for the feminines, the King of Pentacles, right? So this is a common element that the entire collective is healing their own inner masculine. This is huge. So the King of Pentacles coming up for both masculine and feminine, and bottom of the deck for feminines is the Emperor, which is telling me that we are coming into a deeper knowing of this connection, of understanding and realizing that all of which that is happening to us is happening for us, okay? And that is taking things positively, taking things in our stride, and moving forward, like feminines moving forward. I almost see this hairstyle of this feminine as headphones. It's like she's cutting out the noise and she's just going on forward at her own pace. Chariot is all about forward movement, but she is sitting on a snail, which is really a slow paced animal. It moves at a very, very slow pace. So dear feminine, if you feel like you have been on the wheel, if you feel like you have been on the hamster wheel and you have been working hard a lot, this is a good time for you to take a step back and you saw a snail today, so here's your snail, which is not so small. Alicia saw a snail today, so wonderful. So this is coming across for you, probably, Alicia. You might be asked to slow down a bit, and on the other hand, if you're a feminine who has been very, very lethargic, if you have been very postponing, and if you find that you have been procrastinating a lot in the last week, this is the time for you to put the wheels in motion, like come into motion. So please take what resonates, but there are two messages coming across for two different collectives of feminines. But nevertheless, I feel like feminine is just in her own world. She has put on her favorite music and she's just going on along the way. She's really enjoying this ride. She has started to enjoy this journey, and rather she's learning to enjoy this journey more and more, even though things might not seem very clear in the background. But she does trust. She is starting to trust more in the journey, in the forward movement of this journey. With the King of Pentacles, I have this lady here who has a lot of yellow flowers in the background, and she's holding what seems to be a golden disc to her heart, which carries a lot of seeds. And she has a castle for a crown, right? So I feel like for many of the feminines, many of the feminines might be thinking about a new place of residence. She really wants to have a surrounding space which is very sacred, which is hers, and which she has decorated, which she has built. And yeah, so I feel like house and residence might be on your mind, dear feminine. And spirit is also very happy because that is something that you really cherish, a feeling of home. Because the feminine always creates a home, right? She converts a house into a home. So I feel that with this King of Pentacles energy, I feel like feminines are opening up to a new dream of having a new place of residence, a new place in her own name, for her children, for her future children. And she's not sad about it. Like, she is quite confident, and she is trying to provide for herself. Like, she has big plans for herself today, this feminine. So you are being supported by divine as well, with this Chariot card coming along with this King of Pentacles. So there definitely is something here. And it's really, really interesting that the emperor also has that on the head. So it's like, I feel like for this collective, if you are tuning into this video, I feel that you and your masculine both have a house, a home on mind. You know, it's like probably both of you want to come together to create a beautiful living space, to design a beautiful living space, or probably wondering, what the other person likes. And divine wants to send that to you. Like, I feel like universe is just exuding that love, and that home is already there someplace, even though it might not be materialistically available, although it might not be something accessible right now, but it exists. That home, that physical residence exists, first of all within each other, within the masculine and the feminine. But when both of them come together, this beautiful abode, I'm also getting the word heaven, and I'm seeing the flower orchid. It is already in place, it already exists. So divine is just asking you to stay with that feeling of creating that beautiful home for yourself, dear feminine. And there is a lot of curiosity, there is a lot of curious energy coming in for you, dear feminine. You might be wanting to read up on new literature, new books. You want to educate yourself on new subjects. Also, this is awakening for some of the feminines. You are awakening on a different level. I feel like you are becoming more and more accepting of what is being presented to you. There is a greater ease coming in, and with it there is more peace and joy and happiness. You are learning how to surrender and know that divine already has this thing in place. So I'm just going to enjoy my life. I'm going to make best of this moment. And this beautiful toucan also, it is just giving me a lot of tropical vibes with these birds in the background. So there is a general warmth and a general happiness that I'm feeling in the collective for the feminines. And if you are if there is a chance that you are not feeling your best, if you're not feeling happy today, you are being asked to delve into a new subject, into a new topic, into a new area which is of interest to you, that can pique your interest. It is going to bring forth a new kind of passion, a new kind of love for you. Probably it's something that you always wanted to try but never had the time to get your hands on. So this might be a hobby as well, right? So there is something new coming in for the feminines, and you are being asked to explore more of that, to get your curious side out. And with the 9 of Wands, I do feel like there is some pain as well today in the collective for the feminines regarding their masculine, okay, regarding this connection. And this feminine here, she's very mature. I'm getting a very, very mature energy from her. And given the things that she has been through a lot. She has been through many traumatic experiences in past as well, where life has not treated her well, life has not been easy. But through those challenges, she still chose to rise up. She still chose love. She still chose to be herself. She did not lose herself. She did not lose her softness. All of the hurt that was caused in the past, she recognizes that it was part of the rose. That thorn was part of the rose, and as they say, no rose, no thorn, right? So if you want roses in your life, if you want this beautiful spiritual awakening, this beautiful blooming of the heart, you must learn to accept pain as well. Pain is a part of life, right? And that leads us closer to divine. It is ironical, but it actually opens up this beautiful softness within us. We grow more in empathy. We grow more in understanding for others, right? And we can hold that space, and in that own healing, the feminine is focusing on her healing today. And there might be a lot of pain, dear feminine, for you near the shoulders, towards the front, like there might be poking, or there might be burning sensation that you might be experiencing. around the heart chakra, around the neck area as well for some of the feminines, mid back pain or shoulder pain, neck pain also you might be experiencing today. And if this is resonating with you, this card, Nine of Wands, is asking you to be strong, to hold the fort, because you're already doing the work that you're required to do, which is focusing on your own self-healing. The more you heal yourself, the more you heal the world. And that beautiful love that you're waiting for, do not turn your face away, dear feminine. It's like almost like I want to turn her face to this beautiful flower, and I want to show her that, this is available to her. You deserve. Universe is really, really happy to bring this love to you, right? But first we must feel worthy of it. We must feel deserving of this love that wants to come in our life, right? So this is what is coming across for the feminines. Beautiful. Mixed. I feel two very distinct collectives of feminines, but very distinct energies, beautiful energies. For the masculines, I have Spirit of Pentacles, which is King of Pentacles. Then there is the High Priestess, and then there is the Six of Wands, right? So I feel today masculines are very clear. Masculines are feeling crystal clear today. They have a certain clarity that they have gained about their feminine, right? So in the past, if your masculine might not have been able to understand you, or where you're coming from, or what are your true intentions, or generally, like you might experience that your masculine has grown a little bit aloof, a little bit wary of your behavior. Then today they are feeling very, very relaxed and very confident about you. Because this High Priestess, although you're not communicating with them, although you're speaking very less, although you're keeping things to yourself, but they see you as this beautiful, incredibly wise, incredibly beautiful and captivating in your essence. They find you so, so beautiful, and your beauty is very pure. It's like just this crescent moon. You're glowing, you're shining like the moon. And although you're very quiet in this connection, they almost long to talk to you. They almost long to hear your views about certain aspects that they are questioning. It's like almost like your masculine is doubtful about certain things in his life, and he's really dying to know what are your thoughts and your views about those aspects. I wonder what she thinks. I wonder what she feels about this. And you're just growing in your beauty. You're just growing in your essence so beautifully, dear feminine. If you're watching this video, the High Priestess energy asks you to lean even more deeply on your intuition, and you are going to be experiencing some sort of a challenge that you can easily get out of when you rely on your intuition, when you rely on your body wisdom, when you rely on the innate ancient knowledge that has already been placed in you, right? And this is not just limited to the feminine, this is also present within the masculine as well. This beautiful innate knowledge is already present within all of us, within each of us, but it's just locked away, and only the High Priestess has the key, right? So we are being asked to look a little closer, right, dear masculine? Please look a little closer. Think like your feminine, because I see this eye, this all-seeing eye on her forehead, which is a third eye. And the masculines, oh my gosh. For the masculines, I have their eyes are glowing. So they are recognizing, definitely I feel like masculines today, I also see a lot of white, yellow and red flowers around the masculine. So they are starting to see the value of their feminine, everything she did for them, or everything that she has been telling. Probably they might have been turning a deaf ear to all of that, but they today are certainly recognizing you, dear feminine. They really respect you and adore you. And please take this message, as a message, as a direct message from your masculine. It's like, I see you, and I understand you finally. I see you in all your essence, and I recognize who you are. And I really want to thank you, and I honor you for everything that you have done, and for everything that you have said. some of the feminines stood by their masculine. So that might be um, in a way of silent support, or how should I say? It's like giving a backing, that word coming, backing up their masculine. They have done that. Some of the feminines have silently backed up their masculines, and the masculine today is repaying that in way of thanks, in way of respectful honor, by way of gratitude. They are really recognizing you, dear feminine. And and he's like, I would I would tear the world apart for you. If anybody were to lay a finger on you, nobody can question this, nobody can question us. What is this animal here? Spirit of Pentacles. It's a black fox here with the King of Pentacles. Let me just check. What is this animal? I feel like it's a fox, but I just want to make sure. It's really interesting. I just said that and I noticed the black fox. So I'm feeling very compelled to go ahead and read more about this. Spirit of Pentacles. It's a black wolf. Alright. A black wolf lies tamed at her feet. She is grounded in her passions and her endeavors and have blossomed all around her. She has learned to work with the wild and darker aspects within herself to bring and integrated them, bringing more abundance. Right. So masculines also today are coming to this realization, that fear that they held within themselves, that I work so hard and I don't know what is going wrong. Something is going wrong and I cannot put my finger on what it is, because the tried and tested method that I followed for earning money has worked out very well for me in the past, but now it is not. So I'm hitting a roadblock, I'm hitting a bottleneck, and I don't understand why this is happening. It is because they were asked to walk their spiritual path, and it was a momentary detour that they took, and the universe wants the masculine to follow on the path of spirituality. That is when they look at their shadows, when they look at those uncomfortable aspects of the subconscious mind, of the patterning, and once they start accepting, once they start working with their dark side, is when they are going to receive that beautiful abundance that the universe is just waiting to hand it out to them. Right, what else is happening with the masculines? For the masculines, I also have Seven of Wands, which showed up at the bottom of the deck, but it is coming up again, so it's very, very significant. So I do feel like masculines are feeling extremely confident today, specifically with these two cards coming out. I feel like there is a new kind of confidence that has emerged, and as it's a mirror reflection of you, dear feminine. So the more confident you grow in your spirituality, in divine, in your own spiritual essence, in your intuition, in your feelings, the more strength your masculine will gain in his true sense of purpose, in his 3D reality as well. Right? So there's Seven of Wands for the masculines. What else? Oh my gosh, and then there is 10 of Pentacles with all of these beautiful crystals coming out. I love this card. This is such a glorious card to come out. It is telling me that they know something. Masculines know something today. They have come into a certain realization about their feminine. They know that they need to pursue her. They know that they need her in their life. And this is not just for material reasons. This is not for a selfish reason. There is a higher purpose to this connection. And once they get in touch with her, they know that they would be unbeatable in a way, unstoppable in a way, right? And that all of this beautiful abundance is just waiting to reach them, because everybody they go to, they tell the masculines, is like, you are going to have a lot of money, you're going to be blessed with this, that, blah blah blah, so much of wealth, so much of home, and this and that, and they're like, where is it? Where is all of this wealth that you tell me? But But today masculines might be recognizing, like, there is this beautiful crystallization of a knowing that, it is going to come, this abundance is going to come into their lives once they choose their feminine, once they side with their feminine, once they reunite with their feminine, with this beautiful Three of Cups. And it's a beautiful card where there are three different hands coming in. So I feel like one is for the masculine, one the feminine, and this one is for divine, for spirit. So this is Holy Spirit bringing both the masculine and the feminine together, reuniting them in this physical dimension. So there is nothing to worry about. Everything is already happening in itself. So you just need to stay in your Empress energy with this 3 number coming out. And then there is a Wayfarer, the Hermit coming up, right? So just keep on working uh, with your true knowledge, with seeking that which is true, seeking that which is infinite and forever, right? So seeking your own true nature, keep on working towards that, dear feminine and dear masculine, because these two cards, these are highly spiritual cards. I feel like they are giving me a very strong spiritual energy, knowing why you were here in the first place. And then there is this beautiful sun coming out, all of this joy, happiness, abundance, and lots of children also waiting to come forward through you, through this connection. And then there is a Five of Swords, right? So I feel today that there is somebody around the masculines who are keeping them bound, who are keeping them limited, who are pulling the reins, so to speak. And masculines hate that. They really despise that. But we must understand that from a soul perspective, this person or these people were placed around your masculine so that they could break away from them, so that they could take their power back, so that they could recognize that they are sovereign beings and they have the right to choose their own timeline. Right now they were just walking on somebody else's plan, somebody else's dream, right? Masculines were fulfilling somebody else's dream up until now with this Five of Swords, and they are ready to break free now, right? They are ready to break free. This has been coming up a lot. So there is some really destructive and restrictive energy around the masculines, and it's not a very good card to come out, because I feel like there is a lot of argument, there is a lot of fight taking place around the masculine, and it's like their drawbacks, their setbacks, their negative qualities are being shown up, are showing up like anything. It's like everything that was wrong about the masculine is up in his face now, is being shown to them, and it's not a very good feeling. I feel really I feel annoyed and I feel irritated by this energy, but this is here so that we can resolve these issues, so that we can see our own individualized persona, how we have been cut off from divine, from source, from our own abundance, from our feminine, from our intuition, from our feeling nature, right? And we are coming into this freedom, dear masculine. Please hold that vision that freedom is already there within you. It's just a matter for you to reclaim it, right? And this is actually a Chariot card, which is very interesting. It came out for the feminines as well, right? So bottom of the deck for masculines is Chariot, and this came out for the feminines as well. So there is forward movement in this connection, a beautiful surge of positive energies. Although, dear feminine, you might be healing, you might be undergoing a time of deep heart healing. Okay, so please be gentle on yourself. Please go easy with yourself. You have done possibly the best you can, and this is a time for you to give back to yourself, right? And yeah, so this is all that is coming across. Now let me just grab a few cards on what wants to come across for the journey. What do we need to know about the journey? What do we need to know about the journey, please? Thank you. All right. Ace of Cups. Oh my god. And then there is Eight of Wands. Right. So this is happening. Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you agree to it or not, this is happening either way, dear twin flame. Alright. So stop running away from this love. Stop running away from this connection. Stop running away from God, because this is what He deemed for you. This is what He wants for you. There is forward movement in this connection. There is freedom at hand, right? So this is a time of reclaiming, and this is a time of understanding that this love is entering your life, right? It is coming across, and for some of you, you guys have waited so long. You guys have waited so long for this, and it is coming up at great speed. So whatever you're doing, dear one, please keep doing that. It is working. If you have been consciously choosing to stay in a positive state of mind, that is working for you. If there is a meditation that you took up very recently, it is working for you. If you took up a mantra recitation or a certain visualization practice or a certain journaling practice, whatever you have been doing in the last 2 weeks, dear one, something constructive, it is working for you. It is bringing your divine counterpart closer to you in the name of love, in this beautiful, beautiful divine love, this cup of love that is just blossoming with so many beautiful flowers and rare flowers. And there's this moth. It's really weird. I thought about a moth in the morning and how moths are so beautiful. They are such elegant creatures. They are brothers to the butterfly. But usually we fear the moth and we love the butterfly, right? But the moth actually comes out at night. You know, it represents darkness. It represents the unseen, the shadow, the hidden, right? And it is drawn to light. Moths are drawn to light. So much so that if there is a candle burning, it's going to go into that flame and it will exhaust itself, it will extinguish itself, it will immolate itself, right? Because it wants to be the closest to the light, to the sun, right? And through that, you know, the truth, when love is drawn to truth, that is when the change takes place, that is when the transformation takes place, right? So what is coming up for the journey? I'm really happy with this Eight of Wands and Ace of Cups. I do feel like many of you might expect communication from your person, right, very soon. So please stay open for that. For the journey, I have Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Sun card, the Witch, this is the Magician, Four of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, right? So, I feel like there is a very deep harmonization taking place for all of us in this connection, in this journey with this Four of Pentacles. This is Mahalakshmi coming across with a Four of Pentacles, and she is here to give. She is not just here to hold on to, but she is here to give these Four of Pentacles to the masculine and the feminine. And this is understanding your own value, dear twin flame. You must understand that your abundance is directly connected to your root chakra, to your sacral chakra. How are you holding yourself back in your purest self-expression, in your true essence? Like, how are you holding yourself back? How are you judging yourself? How are you taunting yourself in your mind, right? How are you comparing yourself? If you answer all of these questions today, seriously, sit down and journal about all of these things, and you will reveal a different aspect of yourself today. All of those things that are holding you back, they can really bring you into your Ten of Pentacles energy, into this beautiful abundance, into this beautiful positivity that is waiting for you. And God is saying, don't wait. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting for your person to come along? Why are you feeling so dispassionate, so uninterested in what Spirit has to offer? Accept this love. Accept this love just as it is, right here, right now, in this moment. can you accept this connection just as it is, right here, right now, in this moment? And when you close your eyes and when you fully accept your person just as they are, right here, right now, you will feel a certain coolness, a certain calmness descends over your head, over your shoulders. Suddenly you start feeling light, you start feeling worry free. It's like everything is good, everything is fine, you know. Even though there might be hurt and pain coming up, but in spite of that, if you bring yourself to this acceptance, like whatever happens, I am okay, I am taken care of, I am loved by divine, and I am supported, and I am receiving all of these beautiful blessings. They are coming my way. This beautiful Four of Pentacles energy is coming my way. You will welcome more of this solar energy, more of this beautiful confidence in self, this beautiful happiness and warmth in your life. And you are creating your own reality by staying with what God wants for you, right? So we become the medium for divine, right? And magician is not about manifesting in a sense that I will give this and so I will get that. No, that is not how magician energy works. That is not how alchemy works. Alchemy works by way of transmuting the darkness that is there within. When you bring your subconscious patterning, when you bring your subconscious demons to light, and when you integrate them, when you give yourself that love, you start transmuting those dark energies and you start bringing them to light. You start bringing beautiful integration, right? And through that we manifest. Because anybody who knows anything about manifestation will agree with me on the line that we only manifest from our subconscious mind. You can never manifest from your conscious mind. You can never do that, because however much you want to be with your divine counterpart, there will always be some block. It is there. You have to agree that it is that subconscious block is present. That is why they are away from you. That part of you feels that you don't deserve this love. You don't deserve to be with this person who loves you immensely, and they love you too. Just as you love them, they love you too. But what is keeping us apart is simply the subconscious fears, like being undeserving of this connection, of this beautiful love, right? So that is what this magician card is about. And I love it how they mention the witch, right? So finally due credit going to witches. And then there is Seven of Cups in the collective energy. So I feel like, dear twin flame, if you find yourself doubting this connection, if there is a certain overwhelm, if you feel that oh, I don't know, I see all of these people in union and coming together with their divine counterpart, but I don't know if that is possible for me or not. Do I deserve, is that going to come to me or not? This is your sign. It is coming to you at great speed. Eight of Wands and Ace of Cups. It is already destined for you. This connection is a destined connection. Union is imminent. There is no other way, right? But we simply need to get out of our own heads and to allow what is meant to come to us, right? So that is how we can become clear receivers in realizing that what divine has planned for us is the best. And although you love your person a lot and your person loves you as well, you would ask me that then why are we apart if we love each other so much? It's because we are here to go and heal our blocks, to heal our wounds. That is what we are doing. So if you are putting in the effort towards your own internal healing, you will receive the blessings, you will receive all of that which is already coming into you. How do we deal with anger resurfacing, like wanting to speak to truth, but whom to speak about it? What is it that you want to speak about? If there is something that needs to be faced, simply face it. Gather your courage, all of the courage that you have, just gather it and just speak it out. Get it out of yourself, because there is nobody else other than you. So there is nothing to worry about. There is nothing to fear. We simply see that there is another person standing in front of us, but in actuality that person is mere reflection of you. Everything around is you, right? So in that there must be no fear, there must be no hesitation in speaking your mind, in speaking your heart. And if you feel like you need to practice in front of the mirror. And still, if you feel like there is anger coming up and you don't want to hurt the other person, you can just write it down. Write it down in a letter, in a journal. Address it to the person you want to say it to. And it is not necessary that you need to give them that letter or to speak those words to them. You just write it down and just burn it completely. Right? And see that anger melting away. See that anger turning to ashes. Right? So this is a very small ritual that you can do for your anger, like forgiveness involved about past action of that person resurfacing. Right. So I always say that forgiveness is a process. It doesn't happen in one day. It's like, oh, I forgive you. It's not that easy. Please trust me when I say this, because when that pain comes up, that anger comes up, and then there is that need for you to forgive again, right? So when you feel like you are growing weak, ask for help. Ask from divine. Ask divine for strength. God, please give me strength to forgive this person. I really want to forgive them because it is holding me back. Rather than them, it is holding me back. It is giving me pain, right? So once it comes up, you choose love. You choose forgiveness. Right? And that is why I say it's a process. Every time you choose to forgive, the next time when it comes up, the intensity would be very little, right? It will decrease. And probably one day, it would not affect you in any way. It would be just a part of your past, right? So I hope this reading resonated and helped you. I love you so much. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.